It turns out very good and successful, but having a different price earning by having 1 hour endurance, just like Spa-Francorchamps 24-hour layout to go for 1.5 million credits. As a special event, it turns out to go by 100,000 GT credit by the range, which is going to have to take a small earning and do some progress by having a 1 hour endurance. So it's off to the long race for race number 2 at the Big Willow in Willow Springs International Raceway in Neo Classic competition. Time to bring out with the Nissan R92 CP 1992 with a GT4 Secret Black car is now been tuned up and go 800 or less will be required to have a racing medium compound tires will be required to have a 92% on the full control computer and power restrictor in 70%. All set? And let's get rolling in to have a 10-lap challenge. We'll have to faster up and embrace it to have a good mixture nostalgia to have a one black style variation to the R92 CP. And also to have a celebration of Gran Turismo 4 20th anniversary, which is very much more nostalgia moment along with Gran Turismo 1, Gran Turismo 2, and Gran Turismo 3 A-Spec. But other previous Gran Turismo title might have to be ready to have a 10-year anniversary celebration to go up into the 20th anniversary, just like GT5 Prologue and Gran Turismo 5. Well, I can't say every Gran Turismo game always turns out to have a good ways to be celebrated with a racing of nostalgia. Then let's get ready for the black R92 CP to take the stage and rolling start in 3 seconds to go faster and have a zero stop racing action to go optional by 1 time at the pits. Got to go swoop in by the first turn and overtake Nicholas Rebiller in the Alfa Romeo 155 2.5 B6 Ti 1993. Coming in on turn 2, outside cornering and passes on the Pescia 205 Turbo 16 Evolution 2 1986 on Bossbeer Boris. Sector 1 clear. Now gonna have to go climbing up on turn 3 in sector 2 to have a good effort to climb up and go overtake with the duo GT500 race cars. All that T Yamanaka to go first and pass, followed by a Wilk on the 12. Just have to be patient and wait, and Ed Portilla is on the 11th position in the middle of the grid. So I had to hold down the line. Field map is now in play. Just wait until the third sector. We'll go swoop in on the outside corner to go on the right, and make the final turn to be patient to go by a lighter respawn in the brake. Just give a good patient and good full throttle. That's 1 lap down, moving on in the second lap. Just remarkable and good racing style variation nostalgia when you're playing from Gran Turismo 4. I bet some other Gran Turismo players just already took some live stream when playing GT4 is the most greatest racing game of all time since the PS2 era, ever since in the year 2024 to have a celebration of the 20th anniversary. Just much more awesome, nostalgia, and have some 4 secret black cars just like this one in the Nissan R92 CP along with the Mazda 787B, Toyota GT1 Type TS020 1998, and of course the Nissan R390 GT1 race car to be part as a 4-car secret black car collection. But if so, that will have to bring out a good prediction to see if the Nissan R390 GT1 race car is coming to Gran Turismo 7 as a Group 2 category. That would be so awesome to see how Nissan fans really want to see the R390 GT1 in action to be take part in the World Touring Car 900. I bet you guys will. This will might have a dot of racing content update prediction. So now going in to take the third lap, and looks like Takuma Minasono just took the faster lap time by 1 minute, 12.465 seconds. Okay, lean 6 should do well. Gonna have to go faster up to go moderation in power 3. Gonna have to keep a good eyes on Group 2 cars on Mendoza, and Simon Bishop is now coming in to have some Mercedes-Benz CLK GT-LM and the BMW McLaren F1 GTR 1997 as well. Got to go hop in and go full acceleration to be passed and overtake the CLK LM 1998. That's more like it. Now for the 1997 BMW McLaren F1 GTR, going past, moving to the 7, and looks like this could be a problem for Daniel Solis as I'm about to overtake the Suzuki B6 X-Scudo Pikes Peak Special 1998. Martin Grady just took the faster lap time by 1 minute, 11.605 seconds. Close call and pretty much more safe effort. Just have to keep a good line check and the racing medium compound tires will do the rest. Okay, for Leo Gallo is on the fifth. Got to go catch up to him and have the calculation gap distance to be marked by 3.2 seconds to go along with the Mazda 787B driven by Ryuta Kokubun. They're about to go in. Just make one step to go full straight and exit Sector 2 and coming back in Sector 3. Let's give both of them a warm welcome and have a nice introduction for the black Nissan R92 CP in the 6th position incoming. Just have to go embrace it and switching up onto the third person to go racing on action as the 5th lap will go on the halfway mark. Alright, I see both of them. They're about to going in by turn 2 and step it up the line. That's more like it. Faster lap time and go improve in 1 minute, 11.383 seconds. Just the way it goes and much more black-tastic secret car from Gran Turismo 4, but in Gran Turismo Sport and Gran Turismo 7 as a variation. Okay, just have to go right here to overtake. Sauber C9 Mercedes is on the 5th and coming back in and get myself to be dropped onto the 6th. Just be patient. I'm just had to get used to it to be rolling in and go faster to have a nice sweet sound of the engine. Okay, gonna have to take the final corner. Just wait for it and give it a power 1 pace and give it a boost. Okay, here comes the 6th lap. 4 more to go. Ryuta Kokubun has been overtaken by Berleo Gallo and he's moving on to the 4th. And that means 15th place on Busby Beer Boris is slowing down and take the right turn corner on turn 2. Rabbit's ear clear. Now gonna have to get back to sector 3 and do the 3rd turn and climbing up at turn number 4. That's good. Solidifying effort and elevate to go climbing up and go slope down to go quicker just like Mount Panorama. So let's see, the total gap remains by 4.7 seconds. Just almost there. Got a good eye on M. Grady in the Jaguar SJR9 1988. He's already overtaken a Wilk on the Nissan GTR Pensoil 1999. Just wait, slow and steady, and give it more pace and full power throttle. Okay, only 3 more laps to go. Just have to take few practice and then the main scene will have to go racing up on a clean racing edge. Just feel the horizon and feel the spirit of a GT4 secret black car variation. Got to keep that in mind. Strategy, we'll always have to do some Group 1 concentration to master on the Big Willow. And there they are. The last 3 Group 1 cars are about to be rolling in and get revved up onto the high gear. So I had to join with the other 3 and Takuma Minasono is in the lead by having an ace in the hole. Okay, just watch the line together and just have to get yet focused by under 50% to go. Alright, that's more like it. That's only a minute, 11.013 seconds. Well, counting a minute, I'm just gonna have to get myself to have my commentary voice to be a bit more puberty. But with all due respect, I'm just had to go keeping on racing to stay clean. Okay, just gonna have to go moving up onto the 8th lap. Just have to be patient and wait, and then the Jaguar SJR9 1988 is slowing down. Got to go cross in by overtake. Okay, here goes. Daniel Solis is on the 12th position. Now's my chance, and the black R92 CP is in the lead. Just you wait, viewers. This race is about to go smooth and longer average duration for this part of the challenge. And that's more like it. Moving up onto the 9th lap and have a stop by to go by hold down the fuel on lean 6. We'll have to be save it later on into the final lap. We'll go faster up on the improvement. But if so, it's always about to have a faster kind of a Group 1 car that we might need to do some helpful ways that will be having no problem at all. Alright, it's about to get much more shaded out there. Early sunset on the dusk. As I ever think about one racing way for another for a historical classic moment, this should be doing much more possibility if there will be some historic race car without having a racing class category to be joined in as well on the Neo Classic competition. Just take 3 of the most iconic race car from the 24 Hours of Le Mans as the example to go face up with some Group 1 cars and especially with some other racing category classes from the 20th century. So that will have to put that one up to the list, and just have to be sure to go for having a 10-lap challenge to do a short duration of endurance. So here comes the final lap. Number 10 is on the mark. Okay, Takuma Minasono is in the pit. 5% racing medium compound tires only. Just have to take a non-stop racing action without a pit is all I need to have. But after all, just only have 3 pit stops from the WTC 800 as a special event from Mount Panorama Motor Racing Circuit. Always about to have a strategy to go 1 hour endurance of the race. But this right to go by opposite direction in all in order, or just have to go by starting out on the easy to a very long racing type difficulty. So I have to get there quick and proceed to the 3rd and final sector. This race in the Neo Classic competition is about to be over soon, and the black R92 CP will take the podium stage to go achieve by 1st. Now here comes the final stretch. This is it, and no need to have an updated lap time record to go for average. So that's checkmark number 2 clear, and solid fine work to go amp up and get much more maintained balance grip without a pit. But I still have a very good personalized black Nissan R92 CP ever since from GT Sport, and still optionally to be available in Gran Turismo 7. Let's see to go on the total time by 12 minutes, 11.923 seconds, but the faster lap time I took is 1 minute, 11.013 seconds. So absolutely job well done, and 181,500 GT credit on the prize money to go for a clean race by 50% added. That's more like it. Current credit price. That's more like it. Total amount in 64,061,274 GT credit. This was to put myself to get back on the main road, and the long trip to go up in about 100 million GT credit will have to wait later on in 2025. Now onto the replay. So I bet many viewers out there to be watching it due to my WIP in session to get my act together. Just wait for the thumbnail image to go on the front view, and here it is. Just wait until the next one after this one is gonna have to take a few other attempts. Okay, so that's one. Just make it much more closer out there near at the final corner. Okay, switching up, and just have to go on the front view close-up. There we go. Thumbnail image captured, and content replay saved. Perfecto and magnificent as an artist's masterpiece. The race must goes on for a new year. We'll continue on in race number 3 at the Sylvia Sisters to take on in DeForest Raceway. Time for me to have a UDRS Inspirtech livery on the S15 Sylvia Spec R Aero 2002 will be fully tuned up and still remain ever since from the full walkthrough. Got to go on to the dirt round and get ready to have a 7-part regulation to have the S115 to be eligible, along with the 1994, 1996 Type S and case aero on the S14, Ford version on the S13s like the Qs, and the case diamond selection along with a 180SX and the Silady 1998. But not to mention about the upcoming new version of the Sylvia known as the S16 is going to be coming as a form of the concept car. But much more impressive to have a different kind of a form based off from the S15 Sylvia. But I can't say, this might be quite giving a good ways to see if the Nissan Sylvia is about to be coming out in 2024 or 2025. But my guess, this might be quite giving a good dot of prediction if Nissan is about to bring back the Sylvia as a new kind of a generation as S16. So let's get ready up and have my S15 on the 10th position to go achieve in a place on the 3rd position or higher. 3 seconds and get ready to go faster to be in the reverse direction to be rolling in, and up I go to have the first turn to go quicker on the reflex. Got to be mindful and careful to go steady up on the F-bar drivetrain layout. Alright, there we go. Just have to go on to the hairpin by out and out in turn number 3. Got to be steady up and get closer on the main slipstream. This is where the tunnel comes in. And get revved up to have one S13 and two S14s on the 5th and 4th position. Okay, Jay Lee have overtake my current position. Got to go proceed with caution. Okay, just have to watch the paint and get quicker on the skill set on the main line. Okay, Randall Haywood is in the lead, so I had to catch up to him and deal with the S13 and S14s are still around by the 4th, 5th, and 6th. But I already have some 3 S14 version, just have one for the Type S and the other 2 on the case aero. Okay, there we go. Moving on to the 6th, then coming down to have the final corner to the out and out for the second part. Just have to wait and give it a full throttle to go clear opening. Fantastic and very good to be achieved to go clear on the first lap, then moving on in lap 2. It's only down to 7 seconds left to go to catch up to the last 3 Sylvia drivers. Looks like I'm finally get the hang of it and go improve to be amp up the torque and steady up with the handling. Just hold it steady and good turn on the out and out. Just have to go marking in by full acceleration at the straightaway, then the tunnel goes on the bright light. Okay, just have to go into sector 2. But maybe I'll have to get down and do the drawing board to be planned after DreamArt Livery Style Dispenser on Group 3 cars, and then the Group 4 cars will have to be added to the list, and especially to have one different kind of a variation that related to Hell of a Boss, so I'll have to get started out to be planned and make a Barasica Mayday style on this S15 Sylvia. Just have to make it fully tuned and give it much more pop star fashion for only one female Skulkybus. But of course, I've always had to be enjoyed watching Hell of a Boss is very more hilarious show like Has-Been Hotel. But with all due respect, I kinda like both of them instead thanks to BT Pop's most success. Alright, so let's get down to do some racing taco strategy. Finally overtake on Seki's current position to be putting him down onto the fourth, and then moving on to the third position in the final lap. So here comes Jay Sato on the yellow S15 Sylvia. And there he is, Randall Haywood on the S14 Sylvia Case Aero. Just only have one red color, and my blue S15 tuned Sylvia will have to catch up and kick it up into high gear on the straightaway for the third time run. Got to be mindful and get careful to be suitable by having a commit on the turn and corner. Okay, good strategy. Now, first place, here I come and bring it home to the podium. Alright, now going into the outside, just wait for the turn and coming in to take the third final sector. That's skillful, fully tuned, and much more better on the speed average to go by rarity of performance. When it comes to have a perfect nighttime and early morning gets the worm, but definitely that nighttime is gonna have to go by having a good moment. Alright, there we go. First place and 200,000 Gran Turismo credit has now received. Just only have 2 more races to go, and third check mark has now received by having a participation to go by meet a requirement. Let's have the tally of results and total time in 5 minutes, 11.126 seconds, and faster lap time I took is 1 minute, 40.987 seconds on lap 3. Good on the medium difficulty, and then 67,500 GT credit on the prize money to go double up on the earnings. And there we go, 200,000 GT credit on the ticket. Then let's have a good proceed on to the third part of the replay requirement with a thumbnail image. Let's do the playback position and go on lap number 2 in the middle of the playback. Just wait for it and give it a front view by an image captured. Just wait for it. And this one right over here to go by at the end of sector 2, and just have to go place right over here. Much more realistic and good effect on nighttime. Okay, so just one moment and replay is already saved. Okay, very good. Now let's proceed on to Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya Rallycross layout for the World Rally Challenge Group B edition as original. It's about time and go for the 1998 Subaru Impreza rally car will be suitable to go fully tuned up and double check before entered to the Spain country. Just first things first and have the detailed settings will might need to be eligible for a requirement. Low turbocharged RPM check, very good to be at 625 horsepower is now been marked by 603.41 performance point, and anti-lag system is now been set into strong. But if possible, just have to calculate performance and make it much more going up in 786 horsepower. All set, good to go, and let's enter for the stage racing penultimate onto the mixture with the dirt and tarmac all together. But this race is not going to be easy, but perhaps this might have to go by having a little bit much more intermediate and less per easy to see how Group B rally cars will have to go for the classic and modern day version. We'll have to see which is going to be suitable for best. But other Gran Turismo players always have to go for the classic rally car, which is much more nostalgia and all-time best favorite, just like with the modern Group B rally cars. Let's have a good check on the starting grid and putting up myself on the 12th position. Good, and meet the requirement to go in 3rd place or higher to go masterful and go cruising around by around in 50 seconds. Let's go to the starting zone and be ready. This will be a very tough Group B rally car. We'll have to go toughen up and race with the modern Group B cars to be shared out on the main grid. 3 seconds is clear, then here I go. We'll be rolling in to take the turn 10 entrance. We'll be hopping in on the rallycross course. So I have to be quick about it. This may be going slower and a bit much more tougher. Got to stay up ahead on the 11th position, then just have to find a good line and find a good opening. Alright, that's more like it. Just have to keep it handful and RACC at the blind corner on the lap. Okay, there you go. Just make that good heavy torque RPM to go higher up and make that left turn to go corner on the tarmac before we're about to hit the dirt. Sharp chicane up ahead and just have to get behind on Jonathan Wong in the 7th position in the Group B WRX. Okay, close call by having a good apex to be nailed in. First lap clear, lap 2 on the way. Okay, just have to stay together. Just have to work my way and get up onto 3rd position or higher by the top 3 grid. But talk about having a characteristic to go for a classic Group B rally car to take on with the 21st century rally cars, especially to have the ones from the previous. But I'm talking about the 20th century rally cars is still very much more OG title and still have some good heritage for only one turbocharged vehicle. Okay, the Audi S1 Quattro is losing grip, just at the back up and going quicker overtake by the first and the second to coming right back in. 3rd lap. Faster lap time on Berleo Gallo in 49.648. But it's not over yet until I had to be climbing up to get there for having a one good grid. Only 5 Group B cars left. Just have to get a good eye on the batter and the Ford Focus Group B rally car along with G Mangalo on the 4th. Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution Group B rally car. Okay, a little bit more sloppy and getting a little bit more bump. Okay, that's more like it. Switching up the radar and 4th lap halfway mark by having myself on the faster lap time title in 47.776. And there's a short jump. Now rolling in on sector 2 again. Come on, just might need to go for a little push. Climbing up and get more acceleration torque turbocharge to be up and go. Oof, there goes the contact. I just felt it. Almost there to catch up to a Suzurillo in the 3rd position. This is going to be having a good requirement to get there. And then 3rd lap we'll have to go by 4th, and then the 5th lap by the arrival. Look out below and back on to sector 2. Okay, just have to make that good push and overtake the Group B. Nissan GTR is on the 3rd. Wait, and then the inside apex. Come on, just have to let the strategy to do the rest. And then I have a good eye on the Ford Mustang Group B rally car and Honda NSX Group B rally car. Then here comes the 6th lap. Got to go there quick, and first turn to go slide it onto the right by hitting the dirt. Okay, that should do the trick. What comes to go faster and sure to be turned on the patient. But the recipe is all about to have some hard-going effort to get up and deal with some short turns and corners to get up on the first. Just wait until the Ford Mustang will have to get back on the dirt, chicane cross in, and right turn to be slope on the inside to get a little bit more careful on the speed bump. Okay, here comes the 7th lap. This will get nearly there. Hear me, Impreza? Don't feel me now. I'm just gonna have to get a good all-wheel drive to build the spirit of the boxer. Just coming in on Valero Gallo. He's still in the lead. This will have to take the final lap and just have to go full push on the main turn acceleration to coming back onto the same turn on the corner by opposite direction. But it still have a good base up to be using on the rallycross layout, just to be exactly to see some Group B rally cars to go work out and give a style of a Yamaha. So here comes the final lap. Time to make the final stand and just find a good inside opening. But there's a slight turn. Valero Gallo just took a good defense and go by hitting a contact by the barrier. Okay, that's more like it. But he still got some good torque of the horsepower as I just really felt it. Time to go defense and moving up in the first. This course is very tricky for classic Group B cars and especially for the modern Group B cars. But more or less, final stretch is going to get shorter and crosses to the podium by first position. Okay, tough workout and solidifying Group B Classic on the main roll. But that will have to do some more practice when using the Subaru Impreza rally car to have a good choice to have a classic modern day vehicle. Better yet to have a good spirit of Colin McRae and still got a good total time in 6 minutes 49.493 seconds by the part time on 6 minutes and 50 seconds. Third lap in 47.776 seconds is still remain, and that will bring out to have no clean race bonus. But 65,000 GT credit is all I need, and moving on to be in Sardegna Road Track B course for the European Sunny Cup. But it's about to get closer and just have to be patient until the fourth required content replay will might need another thumbnail image. Just wait for it and go zoom in at the camera and have that good part of the scene, or just have to switch up the camera view to go right in. So first thumbnail image is good, then how about the second one instead? Looks like much more drifting on the dirt, and give this for having a content replay as a save. Alright, let's go to Sardegna Road Track B course layout on the forward, and this will have to take the easy step to the Sunny Cup 500 in European edition. But this will have to be ready to have one of the 18 cars that I just got it and received from my first Gran Turismo as a demo. But I hope you guys did well out there by participating in the License Center, Music Rally, races, and time trials. But all decide and go and use the Porsche 911 Turbo Type 930 981 will be all set, and go old fashioned without tuning parts will be required. Suggested is now quite good to be at 502.57 performance point, and let's give it a go for having one good classic vehicle by having a fresh new start as a received gift if you are about to become as a new Gran Turismo player by day 1. but optionally, but you guys really might need to become as a new Gran Turismo player when participate in my first Gran Turismo as a demo and Gran Turismo 7 by a full game. This is where the demonstration and becoming as a fully competitive Gran Turismo player to follow up and have some meet the steps will be participate on menu book. So I'll have to take a good guess on the settings and go by the comfort soft tires is now been set by default. Sounds good, and let's give it an old-fashioned racing is about to be set and make it much more normal on the easy difficulty. For the sports car, it is very well suitable to be recommended ever since they already got 18 vehicles will be imported to GT7 on day 1. Time to go fast and go well balanced. First position up by go for the Porsche 911 Turbo Type 930 will have to be going by having a 2-lap challenge to go overtake with some European vehicle. Much more impressive and go old-fashioned. This only kind of a Porsche 911 Turbo is now well designed as an RR drivetrain layout to be designed on the course. Much more impressive and good corner on the stability, which is very much more similar to become as a pre-tuned version when you're playing on my first Gran Turismo. Along with the 18 cars, this will have to give it much more average of the ball performance by adding up with the comfort soft tires just to be sure that you're about to get much more recommendable, or just have to go by upgraded parts to go customization to have a different look and give it a nice good snazzy on the style. So I got the 5th position rolling in, and here comes the 2nd sector to go climbing up before at the end until 3rd sector will have to take the best mark. Alright, sector 2 clear. Now go for the outside onto the next turn by the left, and then 3rd sector will do the rest. Good place to start and good sports car that you really might need to have this vehicle to be suitable for my first GT and import to GT7 if you are becoming as a new Gran Turismo player. Just only for the young players, and especially to have the other ages as well to be well raced up to go for some basic demonstration and have the real challenges to go participate on menu books. But after all, it's all about saving enough currency credit to go and have some new cars will be available on the Brand Central and the Legend Car dealership itself. So moving on to the final lap and catching up to Coque Lopez, and this race is about to be over soon to be quicker by the main time of the arrival. Got to go ordinary driving style and make it much more nice and neat. Got to get there to go overtake on Coque Lopez. Stay behind with a Renault Sport Wagon RS Trophy 2011. Get set into sector 2 and coming down onto the next turn by direction in turn number 5. Got to go rev it up and make it nice and normal. Turn 6 to go quicker to be dived down, and straightaway to go quicker to be on the left on turn number 7. So there you go. Just how having one Porsche 911 Turbo is got everything to have a new tricks with some good skills on the roads. Faster lap time on 1 minute, 48.874 seconds is about to get closer by having a sunset will be reached up at the end of the race. But I'm always have to go passive with the acceleration is my style, but mostly you guys just have to do your own style to have some good ways and have some good skills to be as a racer. But much yet to be closer. First position and the finish line will have to get closer to be reaching up at the checker flag. And there you go. Total distance on 4.8 miles and 5th check mark by having race 5 is done and complete by 100% is now coming in by the arrival of the time. So one part of the race by an hour and 4 events by having a good total time in over an hour, and that will bring out to have this video segment to go for a total of 2 hours of the challenge. So let's see, the total time I took is 3 minutes 34.607 seconds on the second lap I took recently by a minute 45.733 seconds. Good job, and good retro sports car has got everything to be recommendable that you guys really might need to use it on day 1 when entered in European Sunday Cup 500 on Sardegna Road Track B. Clean race bonus by 15,000 GT credit, and there you go. Ta-da! 1 million Gran Turismo credit and third ticket by participate in the weekly challenge. But we're on the street to have some 4 prizes as a New Year's campaign login bonus by an extra. But only one more day left, and this will might have to get down to have the 5th part of the content replay for a different thumbnail image. So let's just have to go by playback position and go by 3 minutes. Just wait until the front view will be coming up soon. And there it is right now. Okay. Good image, and VIP content replay for the weekly challenges has now been saved, and let's head back to the GT Garage to go for reward participation available. But good thing I just spent a lot of roulette tickets from Christmas, and this will have to go again until New Year's Eve will have to be coming up on the 31st. But still on the 28th of December for my recording session, and this will might have to go for a payday and some more prizes when you're logged in by playing Gran Turismo 7. Let's head back to the GT Garage, and Special Gibb is waiting for me. We'll have to go earn up and collect with some earnings. But hopefully, this will might have to go by extra earnings to go over 10 Gibbs available. So let's begin by having some good simultaneously payday to go for a grand total of 1.5 million credits. Starting out with a million Gran Turismo credit to stay at update on 65,208,774 credits. Just have to go adding up by 408,774 credits. Next, 608,774 credits. And for the 100,000 GT credit, 65,708,774 credits. Alright, let's do 1 3-star ticket, second 4 4-star ticket, and 1 6-star roulette ticket into category. Got to be sure to open up on time and see the prices. Which one should I get commonly? Alright, small earnings, and that will be doing by 5,000 Gran Turismo credit. Okay, next up, 4 4-star ticket roulette tickets. Open up and see which one should I get. Gotta go with the Aston Martin V8 Vantage Group 4 or the credits. Credits, I'll take it. That will be 10,000 GT credits, and current balance has now update. Number 2 4-star ticket up. Which one should I get? I really have to go for the invitation or a part selection pick. And there is the titanium connecting rods and pistons for the Porsche 911 Turbo S Type 992 2020. Good, and retail price will be suitable to go fully tuned. Next up for the third 4-star ticket. Alright, let's see in which one should I go with. Alright, 500,000 GT credit. I'll take it and accept it. Very good on the earning, and current balance update by 66,223,774 credits. 1 4-star ticket as a reward for a login campaign, and let's see which one it is. Got to make sure to go for the 1 million credit. Nope, just been passed by, and height adjustable suspension kit is now going compatible to the Type 992 Porsche 911 GT3 RS. But hang on one moment, just have to go top on in, and there you go for only one part. Now for the engine category, and let's see which one I get. Alright, 1 in the 5 swap engine is going to be look like, and it's going to be the Mazda 787B compatible vehicle for the Mazda RX-7 with the FC and the FD model. So all roulette tickets received, and 10 of them are now been good to be checked out. So folks, I can't say about the New Year's Eve celebration before at the end of 2024. But it takes a lot of work for myself to have my YouTube channel to go forward and beyond, thanks to have my development plan to go for Project Remake. When it comes to have something else to make a good perfection when doing on a live stream video, sometimes no one is perfect, and that's why pencils have erasers. Talk about doing some plan of development for my own ever since to have some lot of progress and for part of the full walkthrough by playing my first Gran Turismo. But it's good to enjoy it and getting to know about the basic about the cars and the track itself when you're about to be having a full-on experience from age 7 to 77 to get yourself prepared to have a new Gran Turismo journey. But I still have a lot of way to go to have some 18 cars to be available to be tried out and get everything to have a good hands-on impression to go for racing reintroduction. But after all, by having one good special event for the World Touring Car 800 at Mount Panorama Motor Racing Circuit, 1 hour race and 1 hour of endurance strategy to get myself to be proven up and go for choosing any Group 3 car, which is very much more enjoyable for having a good race just like Circuit de Spa-Francorchamps on the 24-hour layout. But sometimes, having an average payday earning might be turns out to be a bit much more different besides having a 1.5 million credit. But with all due respect, I still love about the special event as the first part for only 1 hour endurance race in Mount Panorama for the WTC 800. Also for the other 4 events on Neo Classic Car Competition at Willow Springs International Raceway Big Willow for the Nissan R92 CP. Just only have one Gran Turismo 4 Secret Black Car variation, just the nostalgia as it goes. Other 3 events like the Sylvia Sisters at D-Force Raceway, which is very much more good and indeed to be proud. Group B rally cars on Circuit de Barcelona, Catalonia Rallycross is very challenging, and I'm always have to go old-fashioned with a 1998 Subaru Impreza, which is very much more required to go for the high turbocharged RPM. And for the last one, the Porsche 911 Turbo Type 930 as I just raced down at Sardegna Road Track B course layout for the European Sunday Cup 500. But very good pick, and have one of the 18 cars has now been well imported to Gran Turismo 7 from my first GT. But you guys really have to enjoy it, but sometimes 18 cars from day 1 and the first car to have the first menu book to get 3 Japanese compact cars is just yet to be well starting out to have your own journey. Well, looks like time of the arrival before at the end of 2024, and this will have to be ready to wrap it up before at the end of the video, viewers. But you know, I kinda think about going back to Mount Panorama for the WTC 800 as a special event. Hopefully, I'll have to do my best and just have to keep practice well until I'll have to get it right by having a masterpiece of clean racing perfection, and also for the New Year's Eve celebration before at the end of 2024. But I hope the next update on January 2025 will have to bring out to have some good cars, including the Hyundai electric sedan hatchback after being watched from the GTWS World Finals at Amsterdam by having a viewers campaign. But hopefully, my third season will have to go continue on to have some more race events and some new challenges awaits me. We'll always have to keep on racing, stay clean, and continue on. Thank you for enjoying watching the video on Gran Turismo 7. I hope you enjoyed. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, then click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos if you'd like to see. Follow me on Deepnet Art, Instagram, Twitter, GT Planet, Patreon, Discord, and more social media platforms. Plus, membership is now open to everyone. We'll join to get access per price levels a month with exclusive perks, custom emoji with my OCs, and many features to support the channel. It's the best way to help out with the super thanks as an extra will support and grow. I'll be see you guys next time on Gran Turismo 7, and I look forward to see you again in the next video. Keep on racing, stay clean.